going to open the press conference with an opening statement from head coach Joy Mackenzie Furbringer. Then we'll open it up to questions for Coach and Dylan Dela Cruz. Coach, go ahead.
Cal Poly played a great game tonight. So, hats off to them. I thought they played smart volleyball. It was a disappointing loss for us after having such a good week of training and practice. And, I felt like our girls were prepared. But, once we got on the court, we just didn't stick to our game plan. And we just didn't play very smart volleyball. So to be at home, our first conference match, I was hoping for a better outcome. I just didn't think that we were in the game, like I would have hoped for us to be. And again, Cal Poly played a great game tonight.
Hey, Coach. So after your win over San Diego, you said it gave you guys momentum and confidence coming into conference play. Does this dampen that a little, or do you guys try to keep like a short memory when it comes to losses like that?
Yeah, I think we got to take the losses and learn from them. Definitely the losses hurt a lot more. And they also teach us lessons, that stick with us a little bit more. So, we had a good team meeting and, we know what we need to do for tomorrow night. But, we got to be better prepared. So.
And what do you mean by, like, they were playing smarter volleyball than you guys? Like, how are they outsmarting you on the court? They had less errors. They did better things with the ball than we did, and we just didn't really get in a groove. They're a very good serving team. We got in some passing trouble, and we didn't better the ball, and then our hitters made a lot of errors instead of bettering the ball. So we just didn't play smart volleyball, and they put some pressure on us and caused us to make some errors. So, that's my point is, we've got to we got to better the ball when we don't have good sets or the ball isn't where we want it to be. So, that's why I keep saying that, Cal Poly played a great game tonight. They kept the ball in play and they made us make errors. Coming into tonight, Cal Poly was 2-9. Is that something you guys look at and try to take into consideration when you face them, or is that something you guys don't look at? Like, do you guys look at records and say, oh, we should be able to beat them, or like? Yeah,
we definitely look at everyone's record. We do a lot of scouting. We know who they played. Cal Poly had a really tough preseason schedule. They played a lot of top teams. They had a lot of close matches. They're a very good team. Although their record is 2-9, that doesn't, really show what kind of team and type of team Cal Poly is. But they lost some close matches against really top teams. So, we knew that they were 2-9, but that, because of the schedule, we knew that they were going to come in tough. So,
what was your message to the team in the locker room after the game?
Just being able to pay attention to detail. We've, learned a lot through preseason and thought we were a little bit farther along, but sometimes we revert back to, when there's pressure on us, we revert back to old habits or tendencies, and it takes a while to make those changes. It takes things like this loss to really emphasize how important those changes are in order to, progress your game. So a lot of the message was, pointing out where we went wrong here and there and where we didn't stick to the game plan and some of the fixes for tomorrow night.
And how do you hope your team responds tomorrow night? How do you hope they, forget about this loss and move on real quick?
Yeah, well, I hope we learn from it. We've got to move on because, in our conference we play back-to-back. So we got to learn from it, watch some video. Bakersfield's another good team. We haven't seen them. They're new to the conference. They play great volleyball from what I've seen on video, and we've got to make some adjustments quickly because they do a lot of different things. But I hope that, we come in better prepared mentally.
Okay, some questions for Dylan Dela Cruz. Dylan, you had a career high with 19 digs tonight, one of the bright spots of the evening. Talk a little bit about your personal performance and what was working for you.
I was just really trying to slow the game down. I just knew the scouting report and the hitters' tendencies, just like slowing the game down, reading the block early and the hitters.
Coach talked a little bit about response. You guys have a quick turnaround tomorrow with Bakersfield coming into town. What are you hoping to see? What have you talked to some of the underclassmen about in terms of turning around, forgetting a loss, and responding?
I think tonight was just more of a mental thing. So starting the day off tomorrow right and getting a real mental good space.
Lastly, let's talk about another bright spot in the night. Tia Shavira had a double-double. What's it like playing side by side with her?
I love playing with Tia. We just know how each other plays, and we just work really well together.
Okay, thank you, Dylan.
Thank you.